I made a couple of videos about laying out lettering. This is what the client had emailed me. They wanted something like this, and I chose to use this font, which is from a non-speedball lettering book. I had, and you can see it gives different options for the C, E, different options for the S's, okay, different options for the T's. I like this kind of has a kind of, I call it a drop down. So what I did was I took that, okay, I took this to a UPS store and had them enlarge it to about the size that I thought I needed, and then I laid out a grid on the paper and used these as kind of a stencil, okay, the height, the width, and I had to do that so I could figure out what my spacing was between the letters, which was very important for me anyway. Okay, the A, okay, and basically that's what I did. Okay, now if you have a computer, you can print this out like on Word if you have that, okay, and then you can print it out and there's your spacing already. Well, my printer's toast, sad to say. That's the S I used, okay, and my printer's toast, so I wound up laying it out on a grid just like I had seen as a child, you know, watching these guys paint signs on storefront windows with signage, how they laid everything out. So I did the same thing to lay out the lettering for this. Is now the final pattern, okay. See, and this is how I like to have my release lines. All of these lines and cuts are based on my ability, or my confidence in my ability, my cutting ability, okay, for my release lines. I'm not a big fan of big straight lines going straight off the letters and things. This gives me more flow. The background lines shouldn't necessarily distract from the lettering. So this is one color, this is the background color, this is a bird of paradise, and the dogwood. So that's the final chapter in the lettering and layout. And of course I make all of my copies with carbon paper. Okay, I don't necessarily trust a computer. It's in my cases, I think it gives me, you know, you put it in the computer and it gives you its version of a pattern. So I don't do a direct, anytime I have a blow up, I don't do a direct enlargement and use that for pattern without cleaning everything up. So this is the final pattern for Amelia Sue, and I have to take also a still picture and email it to my client so they can say, oh, we like this, we like that, or we don't like that, change this, etc., etc. But this is pretty much the final draft for Amelia Sue. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.